how to create a high quality thumbnail like all of these thumbnails really fast. So for this, you will just need one single tool that you can start use for free. It's named Subfast or thumbfa.st, and this tool will enable you to create thumbnail in a really professional way, really fast. For example, let's say that I want to create a thumbnail about me showcasing how to use an app. You can see that here we have a lot of templates and library where we can choose an example of a really good thumbnail that already works. So for example, I will take this vibe code with me. We have this code background, we have the text here, the human here, but I want to change it a lot, okay? It's okay because we don't need to steal and copy past every thumbnail. So I take this and I will write using Melvin. So here you can see I can tag in a really efficient way any character, and on the right show an iPhone with an app inside. And here I can go in my gallery. So this is all the uploaded photo I add, and I can add, for example, this photo that is app interface. So I will tag the app interface like this. When I make this, and on the top, vibe code with codex, with the logo codex. So you can see that my prompt is pretty minimalistic. I didn't make a lot of effort inside this, but I will start the generation anyway. So I choose here Nano Banana 2, but the model in this tool is updated every time there is a new model. You have here the model, and it's pretty crazy because the price of the thumbnail you get inside Subfast is basically quite cheaper than if you use it using the direct API. Okay, so here I make my prompt and I can start a generation. While it generates, I can also try to edit, or I can launch another generation with, for example, the OpenAI model GPT image 2. So then you need to wait between 20 seconds and maybe 2 minutes for the GPT model in order to have the thumbnail generate. And you can see that in a really fast and efficient way, we have here an iPhone, we have here vibe code with codex, the logo of codex, and here we have another variation, as you can see. And obviously we can ask for modification, okay? So this is a GPT image 2. Sometimes it mess up with the proportion. I'm really sorry for that. So it's why I recommend mainly Nano Banana 2. But here you can edit. So you can see that here while editing image, I can clean the prompt and I say, remove the green border and green shadow, replaced by a blue one. Up. We make 2 Nano Banana and we generate again. Okay? So this is really fast in a really simple way. On top of that, all the image that you will ever upload will stay here. And you can tag it. For example, add also the @grok, and you can see here that it's fine, the Grok logo, not because I add it, not because it's available, but because I already uploaded one time. So now I can create and edit thumbnail. So this is one way. The other way is to take someone else's thumbnail for your own case. So for example, here I go in my YouTube and I scroll and I can think like, which thumbnail do I want to take? So for example, this one. You like it, you want to make something nice, and here you have this guide. You make right click, then you will copy link address of this thumbnail. You will come here and we will create a new thumbnail. Okay, no worries. Up. So here we can add style reference and we will create new inspiration. Here I will paste the URL and we can anonymize inside this a lot of stuff. For example, I can anonymize subject, I can anonymize text, and I can anonymize logo. Okay? So here I will anonymize the subject, so it's the people, and I will also anonymize logo, and I will click on anonymize. Here I will create a brand new inspiration for you that you will be able to use and reuse and reuse and reuse. Why? Because when you do it yourself using Gemini or GPT image, you will see that a lot of time you will have bad results, mainly because he struggled to replace a character. So here we have a human and he will struggle to replace this human. So here you can see, after I anonymize, we replace the character with a template and we replace the logo with the number 1 in order to be able to replace it. So for example, I will write replace the text by learn, create any app, first line and second line with Cloud Code. Use in the spot 1 the logo, and here I can make Cloud App logo and write Melvin. So I take the thumbnail, it's replace everything. I ask to update the text, and I will also ask remove the new in the corner, make a orange shadow and orange primary color for the text. So we want the overall color to be updated. So here I click generate, and as you can see, it starts generate 2 thumbnails. So I recommend to always choose 2, because AI is random, and so if AI is random and you let only 1 thumbnail, then you will potentially have bad results. But when you make 2 thumbnails, then it's pretty nice over and over and over and over, and you have a high consistency over time about thumbnail. And then from this thumbnail, you can have this kind of results that is not as good as I would have planned. So let's try something else. So use Melvin and write create any app with Cloud Code using Cloud shadow should be orange like the logo. Let's try. And this is the advantage of this, is that in average, to get one good thumbnail with AI, you will need from 1 to 10 generation, because you need to iterate on your prompt, on your ID, try, and personally when I will generate a lot at once, okay? So I can try, I can pick, I can choose, because AI is random and AI will not always think like you. So we need to try to make it nice, to make it feel how we want. And now you see, for example, this result is inside. This result is bad, but on this result, then I can write edit and I can ask remove the new logo and make a more beautiful shadow behind the Cloud Orange logo. And boom, now I have one thumbnail I like. I create edit, and every time we generate 2, and we can have quite good results with this way. So in average, me personally, when I generate thumbnail using this tool, I will make few iterations before adding a nice thing. So if I take, for example, this video, you can see that I generate this, and in only 10 generation, I get 3 that I like. You see, because every YouTube video have 3 thumbnails. So in a really fast way, I can have 3 generation. Okay, this one finish, and here you can see that we have the few results, and we can take it. Let's try to make the current thumbnail of this video. So I will generate the thumbnail for this actual video. So let's check just on the example. So for example, I could take this with this example, and I can make Melvin that is taking the thumbnail, and here I will just use one of my thumbnail. So Melvin that is taking the thumbnail Manson, so this is the thumbnail I just add here. Pixelate and blurred with the text on top, easy way to generate AI thumbnail. So oops, I will choose 2 and I launch the generation again. And here we have crazy results, easy way to generate thumbnail. You can see that one is completely fucked, and here you are like, but why AI is so bad? And this one is insanely perfect. And here I will click on the plus and making a new video. So in this way, I like to generate a lot of different thumbnails. So for example, here I can scroll and I can think, okay, maybe I can have even better thumbnails. So for example, this, it's funny. I will write Melvin sleeping next to a thumbnail, Manson, with a text on the top, creating thumbnail for $1 each. In a simple, in a minimalistic font. So I will generate 2 again, and in the same thread, I can generate thumbnail with different styles, so then I can compare, I can mix and everything. So here we have one good result, one really bad result with crazy proportion, and here I will write, put the text only on top of the thumbnail on the right. So I can choose one, because here I think he will make it one shot. For example, this, it's pretty nice. I could ask, make this bigger, make this smaller, but generally on YouTube, these small details will not change that much. So here I add, and then in my video, you can see that I have these 2 thumbnails, and I can export these 2 thumbnails. Then I can open it, and I have a folder with the 2 thumbnails just here. So this is really nice because I will use these exact 2 thumbnails for this video that you are actually seeing. So if you want to try it, just go on thumbfa.st. You will have an onboarding where you can put your face and everything, and it will work in a crazy way. See you.